Hi there, my name is Amy Salmond, and I'm here today representing Salmond Library Services. We're a mother-daughter duo. I put the information together, and Deb knows all the information. We are direct publisher representatives, which is just a fancy way of saying that we sell books to schools and libraries. Deb has been a publisher representative for 10 years now, and before that, she was a librarian for more years than she would like to tell you. We have both worked in public and special libraries, and Deb spent 10 years working at Georgia Tech as an information conduit where she helped engineers solve real-world problems. So you could say we're rather familiar with the frustration of both learning and teaching new technology. We're a year into the coronavirus pandemic, and it's presenting teachers and librarians with the challenge of how to educate from a distance. In this digital age, so many of us have become accustomed to instant and accessible digital content, but most of us have never had to use it on such a wide scale before or teach it to others. We're learning the hard way that what's easy for some is not easy for others, and that's okay. No one has to feel alone in their struggle right now because we're all struggling in some way. And I hope that in this presentation, I can make ebooks feel a little bit simpler, friendlier, because they should be. Digital materials should make your life easier, not harder. Of course, this isn't to say that ebooks are the only correct answer, nor are they without their shortcomings. Not everyone has the luxury of internet access at home, and long days of virtual learning can lead to screen exhaustion. And unfortunately, some ebook providers like Overdrive have restrictions and limitations that make it harder for everyone who wants the same book to get it. It's frustrating. Ebooks can never and will never replace print, but the fact of the matter is that we're in a uniquely virtual predicament right now, and we'd be kidding ourselves if we think that it will go away when the pandemic ends. So rather than fight it, let's make ebooks as easy as possible and make it work for us. All of our publishers offer ebooks, and all of them are multi-user without any limitations on the number of checkouts or the length of time checked out. Every person in your school can have the same book checked out at the same time if they wanted to. They all have embedded logins and passwords within the MARC record, so no one ever has to remember a login to get access to the book. We'll see this in action in just a bit. Our ebooks are also often downloadable as a PDF, making them accessible offline on any device, and they will remain there until the user deletes it, meaning that the book won't suddenly disappear one day. The fact that they are downloadable as a PDF also means that you can upload the book into other programs, such as Kami, to annotate it and share highlighted notes with the class, or you can plug a book into Natural Reader to transform it from an ebook into an audio ebook. This is an invaluable tool for struggling or reluctant readers. Our publishers have also been working extra hard this year to make sharing their ebooks easier than ever. You can share the links through your learning management system, whether it be Google Classroom, Moodle, Canvas, whatever. Or you can simply add it to an email, a s'more newsletter, or anywhere else that you would share a URL link. It really is that simple. Our friends at Muller Road Middle School have allowed us access to their Follett Destiny catalog to show you what you can expect when you have one of our ebooks in your library. With their help, I'm going to highlight 3 of our publishers: Abdo, Bellwether, and Learner. Abdo is a leading provider of nonfiction and fiction for pre-K through 12th grade, best known for their Duchess Harris collection, high-low fiction, checkerboard books, and Marvel graphic novels. In Muller Road's catalog, I'm just going to search for Abdo's book on Quidditch, part of the series The Greater World of Sports, and here it is. The first one that comes up is the ebook, indicated here, so I'm going to click on it to open the description. It's a standard MARC record for the book, but notice how it's asking me to log in to have access to all of the features of the book. It's misleading because, as I mentioned before, you don't actually have to enter a login or password to read or download the book. This message only comes up because I'm currently outside of the school district, so this is likely what your students who access the library from home will see. For those of you who are curious, if I log into the system, this screen will show instead, and the button to open the ebook will immediately come up. However, no matter if I'm logged into Destiny or not, you can still access the book. If I return to the screen where it's asking me to log in, I can still open the book even though it looks like I can't. Just scroll down about halfway down the page to these options, click on the Explore button, and scroll to the bottom where it says Links, and there it is. The first option is to read the ebook, and if I click on that, it comes up just like this without asking me to log in, and there are buttons at the bottom giving me the choice to either download the book as a PDF or share the book through URL or email. Now, before I go any further, I'd like to point out that if you'd like to try this out for yourself, go to my Salmon Library Services Padlet page for links to free ebook resources that you can use and share with your students or teachers at your library. There will be options there from all of the publishers who I am talking about here today. Then, back in the catalog, you'll notice that next to the button that opens the ebook, there is another button that opens a QR code. The QR code is unique to Abdo and offers another way to link to the ebook. It's particularly handy when a teacher or librarian puts it up on a screen for everyone in the room to scan with their phone or computer. In a matter of seconds, everyone in the class has a book. And to that effect, if you would like to pull out your phone or device at this moment and try to scan the QR code now, you would have the book as well. I've also seen particularly creative librarians make displays in the hallways or on doors with QR codes so students can check out books without ever having to enter the library. My favorite example came from media specialists who realized that students were taking their phones out in the bathrooms, so they put QR codes to books on the stall doors. And then moving on to our next publisher, Bellwether Media offers high-interest nonfiction for kindergarten through 8th grade with imprints including Blast-Off readers and Epic. In the catalog, I found a book from Bellwether. The only difference between this listing and the book from Abdo is that it doesn't have the added option to scan a QR code. Besides that, you can open the ebook with the same button under the Explore tab. It opens just like the other one. Unfortunately, Bellwether's ebooks are not available to download, but they are shareable. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll find the button to share the ebook link. Click on it to reveal the URL link here and copy and paste it wherever you'd like. Finally, we come to the last publisher for this presentation, Learner. Like Abdo, Learner is an excellent provider of nonfiction and fiction for pre-K through 12th grade, home to popular imprints including Hungry Tomato, Lightning Bolt, and Bumba books. In the catalog, they just come up like Bellwether's with the button under the Explore tab to open the ebook. Once open, this is what would come up. This is Librarian Tools from the series Community Helpers, Tools of the Trade. Like Abdo's, there's a button right here at the top to share the link to the book as well as the option to download the PDF. The download option is particularly useful for those who don't have a reliable internet connection at home. This way they can download the book onto a device of their choosing with the Wi-Fi at school, the public library, or wherever they can find it, and read the book without fear of being disconnected. But I hope in showing you these books you can see that even though each publisher's ebook looks a little bit different when they're opened, all the same basic material is there. None of them require a login, most of them are downloadable, and many of them now have some sort of a share option that makes it incredibly easy to pass out to anyone and everyone in your school. And now that you've seen how to access our publisher's ebooks, it's just as important to start talking about how to utilize them. This can be as involved as putting up bulletin boards or creating binders of book covers with their QR codes, but it can also be as simple as organizing books into collections. Within your catalog, you can sort books into lists by subject or theme like the Muller Road Media Center has done here. She even made sure to add both the ebook and the print versions of the same title so everyone wins. If the print book is checked out, the ebook is right there. We are casting a very wide net here to make sure that all of the fish can read according to their preferred method. Overall, just putting titles under a familiar heading can take the anxiety out of sorting through the entire catalog for relevant material. This is why we've started developing ready-made collections to help you sort through the stacks of books and find only the ones that you need for your specific library. By cutting down on the overwhelming number of titles and publishers, we can open up more opportunities to discuss your library goals and how to better help your students, parents, and teachers. You can find a few of our lists on our Padlet, but make sure to check in on our website as we update them with the new seasons of books. And if the collections we have aren't quite what you're looking for, just ask us. Give me an idea of what you need and I will curate a list specifically geared to you. Print or ebook, elementary, middle, or high school, we can help. And because our publishers offer extraordinary deals for ordering direct, including free processing and free shipping, I can take whatever size budget you have and get you so much more than you think you can with it. And most of our publishers offer an ebook bundle where if you buy the ebook, you get the print book free. This way, you can grow your digital and print collections at the same time and don't have to choose.
Thanks, Amy. This is Deb Salmon here, and I just want to say in closing that this year has been very overwhelming. We've all experienced that, but with communication and a bit of creative thinking, we're learning new skills. We're using this as an opportunity for growth and allow it to make our libraries better and make us better resources for those who depend on us. Speaking of which, I hope you found this presentation useful. You will find additional resources on any of the topics that we've covered here today on my Padlet or on the website, salmonlibraryservices.com. You can also find my contact information there to schedule a consultation in person or via Zoom, or you can simply shoot me an email with your questions. There's so much more I can't fit into one video, so I'd love to meet with you and learn how we can all make your library dreams come true. Thanks for watching. I hope to hear from you soon.